Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well. I've been guided to come on for a light language transmission today. My intention was to do one for the Pisces new moon, but my life got a little crazy. I think also because my sun sign is Pisces, so a lot's been transforming for me. So I kind of been now shifting into, it'll be just a Pisces season transmission that is kind of meant to come through whatever's best for our support, for our highest good. Yeah, so let's see what comes through today and take what resonates. Before we get started too, there has been a big emphasis on our teams kind of assisting us to look at every thing with like a fine-tooth comb, if that makes sense or resonates. Really kind of deducing and regressing into old places so that we can find more alchemy, that we can find more peace within our life, within our state of consciousness. So if you're experiencing this, you're not alone. It's a big transition that we're going through collectively. A lot has been shifting on earth and building into different ways, but just take care of your own world and bubble of what you live in the best you can, because when we take care of our own energy, when we allow things to kind of just flow off our backs and not hold us down through that state of density, we assist the rest of the collective in accessing higher frequency, more love, more peace, all that good stuff. All right. Okashamo yanioko rokotama shaukodani kiyokota shaukodama ananiako rokotimakata shaukodagiokodagda shaukodagdiokodagashiokodo. Nanania do asha ukodama ananiako rokotama shudo ashi kiyoko asha aki ki. Nomokotokama asha ukodagda ushokodo ashi kiyokodogdo asha ukodogdo ashi kodogdo. Nanania Okotokodo shiokodokodo shiokodokodo ma ania korokoda sha ukodona ania korakadimokoda ushokodo. Sha shiata uku hananania shokodo shikiokodo shama ayania koyokodo sha ukodo. Nani yokoda masha okodo ashi okodokodo ashi kitigiti okodokodo ashi kodokodo ashakodokodo ushakodokodo takadi okodokodo ma nani akorokodo ashi nya akaryokodo ma ania shakodo. So these are I'm getting both Palladian and Arcturians. I work with them a lot, but they're saying in this way they're helping us through these codes to fine-tune our heart so that we can kind of stay within our true north, they're saying in this way, or our centered heart space. So when we're faced with a lot of contrast, a lot of duality, we can sometimes absorb that contrast and lose our direction of our own frequency, they're saying. Transmuting, but yet also staying saturated within our own frequency, within our own state of consciousness, which is always changing. So they're saying that's an up level, an upgrade, heightening our awareness. Take that as you will. Moka yoko maka yoko dasha ukodo ashin yoko yokodo ashamoka yanioto taoku ayanani mayonanani oyonani Nanania kormaka usha nania kario do shokodo. Nana odorato shokodo. Nia korata. Okodama anania kata ushokodosha ukudu ushida ukudu shudo shudu 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 ashakudokudokudo. So a lot of with Pisces season, it's the last zodiac sign of all the 12 zodiac signs. So it's a culmination of us stepping into mastery, and whatever that way looks for you. It doesn't really matter what your astrology chart looks like. When we step into that frequency, it's kind of having us reevaluate and take stock, and also see through illusions, see beyond delusions as well, I'm hearing, and seeing our truth, seeing what our creativity is asking for us, or I'm even hearing requiring of us to step into, allowing us to embrace our dreaminess, to dream, to step into our desires and know we're worthy of them as well, even if the external world may contradict where we want to go. It is possible. In quantum state of all of our beings, we have every opportunity accessible to us, even in the state of feeling. There is no difference between that physical manifestation, and the more we tap into that emotional state of feeling that frequency, whatever that may be, we will start to see the reverberations of it externally. It may take us a while, it may be instant, it may be, again, different for what we're meant to connect with in what way. But they're saying this alignment of our heart helps our third eye also to find that alignment, so that we can intuitively understand where we're going, not necessarily logically understand, but also to then better connect to our discernment and what that is trying to show us right now. I'm seeing like there's a lot of us that need to kind of clean house, so to speak. Maybe physically clean house, also just clean up our vibrational environment, our mental state. So it's an opportunity to kind of streamline things, whatever you feel that might resonate towards in your life. I know from my own personal experience lately, in terms of streamlining things, it's been less in my head and more in just doing it, and less in how to overthink about it, because then there causes resistance for me, at least, right? Even especially around creative things that I love and that I'm really inspired about. I just have to go into it and allow myself to be in it instead of thinking about how to do it, and just allow the process to unfold. So I'm hearing that can even pertain to having a conversation with someone, having boundaries, having that inner talk kind of quiet down. You can take a deep breath right here. Just exhale out any tension you're holding in your body, any stiffness, tightness, maybe even recognizing where you might be holding tension or kind of tightening the body, clenching the jaw. I'm having a big emphasis come through about for many of you, or those of you who have been kind of contemplating stepping into a new career, whether it be spiritual, just a different creative path, a hobby that you're kind of wanting to shift into more predominant state in your life and making some income with. There's this huge urge of you're supported, you are meant to follow that creative nudge, that intuition. So yeah, they're saying through that statement, you're supported, go for it, allow yourself to kind of free fall into this creativity, into this passion, into you living in a way that feels very authentic, but maybe feeling also uncomfortable because it has a lot of old resistance around it, or the potential of someone not understanding it or accepting it. If you feel guided to do it, allow yourself to take the baby steps to unfold it, to embrace it, they're saying as well. They keep pointing to me as well that with this Pisces new moon, when we have a new moon, it's a darker moon as well, right before the new moon emerges. And when we have that, we can have a lot more introspection, a lot more of our duality, our shadow selves, so to speak, come to the surface. So it can kind of show us where we may have been avoiding things, but yet on the contrast to that, we have the supportive Virgo full moon, which helps us to manifest and plant roots, to harvest our dreams, to harvest these places that we've kind of cleaned out, these old illusions that may have been so scary, that may have been our own narratives that have been looping us into state of lack or victim consciousness, I'm hearing, poverty consciousness. It's a chance for us to utilize this energy that's happening in the cosmos, in our galaxy, to kind of harness and connect to that embracement of frequency. So if you feel guided to even do new moon rituals or full moons, like that is a great tool to utilize. But it doesn't have to be that specific, they're saying too. It's just your daily steps, your daily habits to support yourself, to even connect with others. They're saying through creativity, through your work, through even personal growth. So take all that as you will. There's still, it's funny, I think in every video, there's a huge clearing of more grief, which I'm not really surprised by. There's so much happening in the world that's activating our compassion, our state of grief for others' hardships, for the pain that we've held on to for centuries, our ancestral pain. So if you're feeling extra emotional lately, or just have been in a state of feeling a lot, it's okay. And allow yourself some time to kind of feel into it and embrace it. Because if we can embrace what we're feeling and what we're processing, even on a collective level, it alchemizes it. It doesn't suppress it and make it more exaggerated. It allows it space to breathe, allowing sacred space for your body to heal. Our bodies are really releasing a lot of old trauma, a lot of old kind of past karma, if you will. Even for me personally, there's been a lot coming up from my childhood that I've been remembering and feeling almost like I'm reliving it. So it's a very potent time of healing, which to me every day is very potent, but right now through this timeline of where we're at, there's a huge kind of emphasis on deep, like guttural healing, if you will. And I'm hearing too, that's a way of also knowing that we're supported, that we're being guided to do this healing as a collective, even individually. It wouldn't be coming up if we weren't ready for it. So I'm feeling the need to like stretch, so just maybe even moving your body and allowing things to process. Move so it doesn't feel stagnant. If there is grief that you're processing, moving the body helps to allow that mental and emotional, physical state to kind of have movement, have fluidity. So we don't have to hold on to it even in our physical bodies. There's also a lot of communication, they're saying, that our team has for us, our higher selves have for us to integrate, to listen, to feel. Take some time, they're saying, whatever feels right for you, to just allow. Because we all get messages differently, downloads differently. Either it's a knowing, it's a feeling. Some of us can hear it, see it. And a lot of us may be opening up to these new abilities of awareness. So just be gentle with yourself in terms of creating some sacred space to be with your team. Or even if you haven't connected with them, allow yourself to open up to the highest good of the team or the beings that are supporting you, so you can get to know them. Or even just begin to feel the non-physical support of the universe. That's always cradling all of us. It's funny, I'm being guided to share, like, when I channel and do these transmissions, when I laugh sometimes, it's not that anything's necessarily funny, it's the frequency that is channeling through is so light, it's so angelic, it's so kind of silly, so I laugh, but and I hope you guys can feel that frequency coming through. It's just this pure love. So I'm also hearing too that many of you may also begin to start channeling your own language, your own light language, your soul speak, which is beautiful. And you can begin allowing that by even just holding space for you to start kind of making weird sounds and not judging or comparing them to anyone else's light language transmissions. That's how I began too. It's just, I was introduced to it and kind of felt what was being channeled, and it resonated. And then I allowed myself space to just kind of be open to the sounds coming through. Or even channeling in English in that way. I, again, like, just practiced meditating and finding the state of peace, and then connected to the Arcturians. It was this huge goal of mine to connect with them, to begin to channel. And if you have that desire, that means that you are capable of it. We all are. It all just happens for us in different time frames when we're ready, and when it's going to come through may be different than what I do, right? Which is beautiful. We all need more outward expression of our uniqueness. So if you feel guided to that, embrace it and have some fun with it. Even being out in nature and just allowing yourself to speak tones, and not needing to understand them, again, like just allowing yourself to flow. And if you do have judgment, that's okay too. We're all, working with a different set of old parameters or narratives that we kind of have our own judgments, our own critics. But just have compassion, because we're remembering all of this. We're remembering how to connect to these different modalities of frequency. And it's funny too, because they're kind of showing me that some of you are already doing it. You're just kind of nervous about it, which allow those nerves to just keep kind of being burned away as you do it. Okadokadia shakadokadodo ito asha ukado do asha ukudo ita okadokado ananiako rokodo sha ukudo ita udo. I still have my own kind of insecurities about it as well sometimes. You know, I'm not perfect. I'm not lokada shokodo ikiokodo akada ukodo ashaniaka ryokodo ina okodo. So a lot of the times, even when I do these channelings, I have to watch them back to actually let my human self integrate them. It's an interesting experience. Okodamasho okodo ita okodo. It's like out of the trance state. Okodamasho okodo iti okodo shiata. You also, some of you might also begin to do automatic writing. Automatic just verbalizing within a trance meditative state through channeling. So there's so much to be connected to. Okadasha okudo isha okudo, the flow state, they're saying. More flow state will be heightened. Okudo ashamoko yaka ashi okudo asha ukudo ashiti. Mandani Oi na unani onononi onononi Ukudosha ananiako raka ukudasha ukudaniaka aka ukuda nananiaka rakotomasha ukudoshi ta ukudasha utu iata ukudoma ananioko rokodasha inananioko ratata. A couple deep breaths right here. Na yoshia namakuata. Inania ushukoyata. Connecting to our heartbeat. Na shoyo kunama naniakarato. Okay. I'm hearing the transmission is complete for now, for this portion of it. Yeah, it's an exciting time for all of us in different ways. And I hope you're all doing well navigating all of this human experience that we're on. Just a couple announcements. I have begun a Patreon membership if you feel guided to get kind of custom group work done. It's a weekly transmission generated towards who joins the group. Similar to this video, this transmission, but it's also a place where you can kind of post your own questions and we can talk about it and have a forum to not feel alone. It's a supportive group to just feel safe to navigate together and open up to more of your own abilities along your path. And that's only $11 for the whole month if you feel guided to sign up. I would love to have you to connect. I also still have one-on-one sessions of quantum healing where we kind of just see what you need in support in that time frame. And it can be a pre-recorded message that you post in your questions about guidance from your team. And I can pre-record that, or we can do it live together. I also have Arcturian personal channelings where I channel the Arcturians for you and you can ask questions, any guidance. Same with Palladians. Custom sound baths. I hope you guys have been enjoying the client sound baths that I've gotten permission to post to share with the rest of you that have the digital backgrounds custom to their frequency, but also has the light language and sound bowls as a form of healing and activations. What else is that? Yeah. I'm very close to being able to sell the Oracle deck that I've been working on, the Sovereign Vibrations Oracle. I finished the book, the guidebook, so it's in a box set, and it has a guidebook explaining the intention behind the deck that I was guided to create, and then it has card descriptions. And then with each card, there will be a sound bath connected to the frequency of the card, and it has a visual to kind of like connect all of your senses to that frequency. And it's a 63 card deck. I've been working on this project for the past like 2 to 3 years, almost done with it and ready to sell. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to start doing more readings with these cards to kind of promote the frequencies of them as well. But pre-sale will go on probably shortly. I'm hoping to have it out by the summertime and have all the sound baths ready. Yeah, all right. I love you all so much. If you have any inquiries about anything at all, just shoot me an email through my website and we can connect there.